Hello traders and welcome back to Smart Money Insight. My name is Rain and today I'm so excited because not only I'm talking about the stock but also about the technology, and this company co-founded by the Elon Musk and his team back in 2003, and this is Tesla. Well, since Trump election's victory on November 6, 2024, Tesla stock has soared approximately by about 35%, and investors right now are questioning how much further it could rise. And well, for me, I'm seeing a potential up to 8% more as of today. So right now, let's deep dive into the current market sentiment and analyze the potential for this additional upside. Now let's take a look at the company and its fundamentals to see what has made Tesla today. Well, first, I would say Tesla has impressive product lineup. It got model like the sleek Model S, the popular Model 3, the spacey Model X, the versatile Model Y, and don't forget about the upcoming Cybertruck. And these are the sets that can shake up the markets. And I would say that each of these models packs advanced technology, great range, and top-notch performance, making this Tesla the leader in the electric vehicle markets. Next, talking about the Tesla secret sauce is actually lying on their vertical integration strategy. Well, they control everything from battery productions to vehicle assembly, and this means it is more efficient, it's more cost-saving, and better quality control. Well, talking about the batteries, I would say Tesla is a pioneer here. They have made a huge strides in improving energy density, lifespan, and also affordability of lithium-ion batteries. Their gigafactories around the world support the large-scale productions, and I would say this is such a big deal. But wait, there's more. Tesla is not just about a car. Their energy divisions offer solar products and energy storage solutions like the Powerwall, Powerpacks, and Megapack. And these are designed to promote renewable energy use and sustainable living. So they are really covering all bases here. And you can't talk about the Tesla without mentioning their brand, and I would say it's synonymous with innovations and sustainability, giving a strong confidence to investors, and therefore they can, well, position themselves as a leader in the EV market and the clean energy sectors. And let's not forget about their work in autonomy and artificial intelligence. Well, Tesla autopilot and full self-driving capabilities are continuously improving, and this puts Tesla at the forefront of the future of autonomous vehicle. Now you can see why Tesla is such an attractive investment, backed by strong fundamentals, innovative technology, and strategic position in the EV and clean energy markets. And let's dive into its price analysis. Now, from this chart, we can easily identify two trend channels contributing to the stock volatility. On one hand, there's this green channel established during the Trump first presidency. Well, so starting from around 2017 till 2021, and I would say this trend drove the price to an uptrend. And on the other hand, the other trend here, the red color channel here, well, it is formed shortly after Biden assumed the office somewhere along this 2021 till 2024, and somehow that this trend it is pulling the stock price downward. However, as soon as Trump regained his presidency, I would say along this date of 6th of November 2024, then you can see that the stock is experiencing a sharp surge, breaking out the red downward channel here, and right now the stock is trying to realigning with the upward green channel over here. Well, now let's take a look at the price today at as it is sitting at around, well, I would say $389. And if you look at the channel here, there are 4 possibilities where the stock will visit next. I would say first it is either going to test the next resistance line here at the $420 level, or it is just consolidating at the current, well, you can say support or resistance line around this $380, or there will be a pullback here, I would say around the $345 to $350 range, or a further correction also might happen here to a $330 price level. Now, in the short term, I would say over 10 to 20 trading days, if the strong upward momentum could persist from this stock, then potentially it is testing the upcoming resistance level here at the $420 price level. However, I would say looking at the past 200 trading days, I would say that the current price level is somewhat at all-time high, so a further rally to $420 may seem somewhat overextended. So bear in mind there is also a possibility of a pullback or a sideways movement here, indicating that, well, some investors trying to lock in their profits, and this is normal and it is kind of natural, a part of a healthy market cycle. Now, if you try to look at the medium term, I would say over the next 1 to 3 months time, if a dip occurs, then it could find a support here along the $345 to $350 range. Now, I would say that it is also possible to land below the line, which is at the $330 price level. However, I would say that judging from the current sentiment, and because that the stock just break out from this downward channel, so it's pretty unlikely to land at this line, but rather that this $345 to $350 range, it seems to be a very strong support level for now. Well, whether the stock continue climbing here, touching the next resistance line, I would say it really depends on the broader market trends and any company specific news. So we need to analyze further the likelihood that the stock will test this $420 resistance level, which we can see it clearer from the option market. So right now, let's take a look at the implied volatility smile chart to gauge the current sentiment. Well, for those of you kind of new with this volatility smile chart, let's take a look about how to read and analyze this chart. Well, first, that this y-axis represents the implied volatility level, and then this x-axis represents the strike price. The bottom here represents the volume of the transactions or the activity of the transactions. And the blue dot represents the put options, and the red dot represents the call options. Well, right now, what is interesting about this chart is that if you notice the implied volatility for the call options here, it starts climbing pretty sharp as the strike price goes higher. Well, this is a sign, I would say usually a sign where traders are betting on some big upside moves. And judging from the steep curve over here, I would say there is definitely a bullish vibe happening, but at the same time, we also want to expect more volatility as the stock price goes higher. Well, on the call side right now, if you see there is a significant volume at the $400 strike price, which strongly indicates that the traders are really targeting this level as the next major milestone for Tesla stocks. And talking about nearing this $400 price level means that when you refer back to the price analysis earlier, means that there is a breakout from the current support or resistance level. And this also suggests that the stock right now is forming a new support level. And this can be further reinforced by looking at the more balanced distributions of the volume or the activity across $320 to $380 range, and that points to a moderate hedging or bearish sentiment within this zone. Well, additionally, the spike in the implied volatility here, I would say around the $375, and together combined with the substantial volume near the $380 level, this suggests that $380 level could serve as the next key support level. Well, since the call volume is heavily concentrating right now at $400 price level, with additional interest extending towards this $420 level, judging from its sizable volume. So I would say that this indicates significant bullish speculations or hedging for a potential move beyond the $400 price level. Now let's take a look at the volatility trend chart. But before that, let's take a look at the smart money entry opportunity. And to do that, I'll be using my proprietary system called Trader GPS. Now, why is identifying smart money entry opportunities so important? Well, as many of you may already know, that the systematic inflow of the smart money tends to drive the price higher with relatively lower risk. And I would say that this provides us as a trader with a chance to capitalize on potential profitable trades with reduced risk. Now, let me show you how the Trader GPS system identifies the potential smart money opportunities and how easily you can use these information to make your trade entries. Now, let's take a look at this page. Now, let's take a look at this chart and see how simple that with a click of button, we can activate the Trader GPS system and help us to compute and evaluate a potential smart money opportunity. And from the chart, we can see there are 4 entry opportunities that telling you potentially smart money will be come into the stock. And looking at the first entry opportunity here, you can see that whenever the smart money failed to drive the price higher or fail to join the stock, then as you can see that it drives the movement of the price flat. So in this context, you do not exposed to risk or you don't make any losses here. Now, let's take a look at the second entry opportunity here. Let's say if you successfully identify this opportunity and then you ride together with the smart money, in which you know that the smart money has successfully drove the price higher here. So meaning to say that you make the entry, enter at the $190 price, all right, and let's say you successfully exit at $260 price level, all right. So you can potentially make up to about, well, roughly about 42% potential profits here. All right, now let's take a look at the third one. Very simple. When you look at this green color, all right, so you could, well, assess likely that the smart money will be coming to the stock and likely that it will drove the price higher. And true enough, actually it drove the price higher to around, well, I would say another $270, $260 price level. And if you successfully identified this opportunity, you ride together with the smart money, then I would say, well, you potentially make a profit up to, well, about 21%, all right? Now let's take a look at the last opportunity here. Well, there's a gap, there's a breakout, and this is happening at the 6th of November. And if you remember that, well, this is the time when we know that Trump likely to won the elections, all right? And at the same time, the system has helping us to identify there's a smart money potentially to join and potentially drive this price higher. And true enough, if we spot out this opportunity, we join, we ride together with the smart money. Today, we are looking of making potentially of 34% return. So do you see that it is so simple as a traders with the Trader GPS system here, because we just simply try to identify the smart money and we can just do a little bit of analysis before we join and ride together with the smart money. Well, if you want to know more about this trader GPS system, how the thing works, and how we could use the smart money analysis to help us to make the entry opportunity, then you can check the link at the descriptions below. Now let's take a look at the volatility trend chart. And for those of you kind of new with the chart, let me explain about how to read this chart. All right. Well, this y-axis represents the level of the implied volatility, whereas the x-axis represents the date, the red color represents the call options, the blue line represents the put options. All right. And then these two lines represents the moving average of the implied volatility. Now let's take a look at the here November 27th. As you can observe that the implied volatility for both put and call options here, they began to rise. So this is suggesting that the market is becoming uneasy about the rapid increase in the stock price. However, if you observe further, now take a look, the implied volatility for the call options, the red color here, is kind of consistently above or remains higher, all right, than the put options or the blue line over here. So this is suggesting that this heightened anxiety may not due to the stock itself, but rather driven by the macroeconomic factors. And this is kind of important because this implies that the investors they really have a strong confidence on the Tesla prospect. Well, in summary, we have observed cautiously bullish outlook for Tesla with notable potential for upside as price approaches this critical $400 level. Well, I would say that this is essential to monitor this level closely because that the breakout above this $400 means that this will trigger further bullish momentum and potentially it's driving the price towards the $420 level. Meanwhile, I would say the $370 to $380 range appears to be offering a very substantial support level for now, backed by the relative stability offered in both put implied volatility and the price movement. So this Tesla stock appears to be very well positioned for further gains, but I would say investors should remain vigilant for potential volatility and the market reactions in the short terms. So with these solid fundamentals and strategic initiatives, I would say Tesla continues to be a compelling story in the evolving EV market and sustainable energy landscape. So that is all the analysis I have for Tesla today. If you believe that my sharing is useful, please give the thumbs up, subscribe, and click the notification so you don't miss out any good opportunities. And also please leave any comments below if you want me to analyze your favorite stocks whenever the opportunity comes, so I can share more smart money insight for you. So see you at the next ones and trade smart.